What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is time for the weekly fragrance rotation number 37. Let's hop into it. Starting the week off strong on Sunday, I went with True Religion for Men. This is my favorite cheapie at the moment. It smells so nice. This one does kind of smell similar to things like Invictus Aqua in the opening, very fruity and fresh. As it dries down, you pick up that bubblegum aquatic sweetness, but you throw in some bay leaf as well, giving it this nice herbaceous feel. Performance isn't really the best. You get about 4 hours of performance, but this one is popping up all over the rack stores for $20. If you like that Invictus Aqua DNA and you happen to run by this at a rack store, I would say this is a must grab in my personal opinion. One of my favorites at the moment. Again, on Sunday, True Religion for Men. On Monday, I went with Ralph Lauren Polo Black. My favorite Ralph Lauren fragrance ever made. They really need to come out with a new Polo Black. Give us a Polo Black EDP, Parfum, Elixir, expand on this fragrance line. I think if they made flankers of this one, they would do extremely well. On the top, this one is extremely fruity. So you get some tangerine, you get some mango. It's very fresh as well. And then as it dries down, it becomes aromatic. You get a clean, woody dry down. Smells incredible in my opinion. Performance isn't the best. I get about maybe 5 hours of performance. I would recommend spraying heavy with this one. This one definitely takes you back in a moment in time, but it doesn't smell dated in my opinion. I still pull compliments with this stuff to this day. What I wore on Monday, Ralph Lauren Polo Black. What I wore on Tuesday is Cutledge Island. The more I wear this one, the more I enjoy it. This one is a clone of Jean Paul Gaultier Le Beau Le Parfum, and it does it extremely well. In the opening, very fruity, fresh. You get pineapple, ginger. Then as it dries down, that is when you pick up that coconut note, combining with some creamy vanilla. The way I describe this one, it is a creamy pina colada, perfect for the summertime. This stuff just screams summertime in a bottle. Performance, really solid, 9+ hours of performance. You can pick it up in that $30 to $40 range. If you're looking for a clone of Le Beau Le Parfum, this could be a good option to go with. Again, on Tuesday, Cutledge Island. On Wednesday, I went with Calvin Klein Defy. At the moment, this is my favorite Calvin Klein fragrance in my collection. It's very enjoyable. It doesn't really smell like a lot of things out there. It's a fresh fragrance, but it does kind of have a unique edge to it. In the opening, you get bergamot, so super fresh, citrusy. But as it dries down, you pick up this vetiver note, which gives it kind of like this very dry, smoky woodiness while also being fresh at the same time. You get a tad bit of sweetness from some amber as well. A very professional, masculine kind of a smell. Performance is solid. You get about 6 to 7 hours of performance. It's another one. You could get it in that $30, $40 range. Another one that pops up at the rack stores a good amount. If you're looking for a signature scent, but you don't want to spend a lot of money, this could be the one to go with right here. Again, on Wednesday, Calvin Klein Defy. On Thursday, I went with True Religion Always True Homme. I will admit it does not smell better than the original True Religion for Men, but it smells pretty nice in the opening. Very fresh, aromatic, spicy. As it dries down, you get this nice, clean, musky, woody dry down. I'm usually not a big fan of musk in my fragrances, but this one right here, it does it in a pretty nice way. It almost kind of smells like a second skin, if that makes any sense. Another one, performance isn't the best. You get about 3-4 hours of performance. One of my go-to gym fragrances at the moment as well. If you see this one at the rack stores, I wouldn't say it's a must-have, but if you have $20 to go and spend on a fragrance and you just want to see what it's like, go ahead, pick this one up. You may actually really enjoy it. What I wore on Thursday, Always True Homme by True Religion. What I wore on Friday, Ram Silver by Lattafa. This is a recent pickup of mine. Found this one at the rack stores for only $16.99. This one is a clone of Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Mil, and it does it pretty nice in the opening, very fruity and fresh. As it dries down, that is when you pick up that vanilla sweetness that made Ultra Mil so popular. I have not tried Afnan 9 p.m. I don't want to say that this is better than that one. A lot of people say Afnan 9 p.m. is better than this right here. I've put Afnan 9 p.m. in my cart so many times and taken it out, but when I saw this one at the rack store and it was right in my face, I was like, you know what? Why not? I'm going to scoop it up. Pretty solid clone though. Performance is really good. I get 7 to 8 hours of performance with this one. Projects off your skin a good amount within that first 3 to 4 hours. And for the price, you can't really go wrong. What I wore on Friday, Rams Silver. And wrapping the week off strong on Saturday, I went with Rasasi Hawass Ice. My favorite summertime fragrance at the moment. You can't go wrong with this stuff. It is so enjoyable. Huge compliment getter. Performance is insane. 9+ hours of performance. You can get it for $30, $40. This is a no-brainer in my personal opinion. On the top, very fresh, spicy, and then as it dries down, it keeps that original Rasasi Hawass DNA, so you do get that bubblegum sweetness, but you combine it with a more aquatic feel. If for some reason you haven't gotten this one in your collection, I would highly recommend doing so. My Saturday, Rasasi Hawass Ice. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know down below what you guys wore this week. Always love checking out the comments. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.